In the last session, I have discussed about the industrial policy of 1948, and in this session I am going to discuss about the industrial policy of 1956. So first of all, introduction. In 1954, government accepted the socialist pattern of society. Government felt his responsibility by holding up the industrialization of the country. Accordingly, the new industrial policy was declared by the government on April 30, 1956. So, aims of industrial policy 1956 are rapid economic development, speeding up industrialization, expanding public sector, setting up cooperative organizations, reducing inequalities in income and wealth. So these are the some aims of industrial policy 1956. So next part, important features of industrial policy 1956. There are some features of industrial policy. The first feature is a new classification of industries. According to this policy, all the industries is very classified into three broad categories, which are as follows. The first category is scheduled industries. There are 17 industries in the schedule. Example, manufacture of atomic energy, iron and steel, mineral oil, aircraft transport, railways, shipping, telephones, electricity, etc. So these industries are related to Schedule A industries. Next one, Schedule B industries. The industries of Schedule B are also owned by the state, but the private enterprises will also be permitted to help the government in this field. There are 12 industries in this schedule. Example, aluminium, machine tools, fertilizer, road and sea transport, antibiotic and other essential drugs, chemicals, etc. So next is unscheduled industries. All the other industries came in this category. They are completely owned and managed by private enterprise, but the government may also set up new units in these industries. The government will also provide them transport power and other services for their development. So these are the categories of the industries which are scheduled in the section. So the next feature of industrial policy 1946 is, second feature is cottage and small scale industries. The industrial policy lays special attention on the development of small and cottage industries. The state will achieve this by restricting the value of production of large scale industries through taxation and direct subsidies. The state also undertakes some measures regarding the development of small scale industries by providing the production techniques. The third feature is regional balance in industrial development. The industrial policy of 1956 declared that new industries will be started in the backward regions with the view for their industrial development. In order to achieve this, transport, power supply, and other essential facilities will be made available in the backward areas. Fourth feature is cooperation. The industrial policy of 1956 lays down that steady increasing proportion of the private sector will be developed on corporate lines. Fifth feature is role of labor. Policies is there the workers and technicians should be associated progressively with the management. Sixth feature is foreign capital. The policy shows the importance of foreign capital in the economic development of India. So we can summarize this session by saying, in the industrial policy 1956, so many important changes have been made regarding the use of foreign capital, division of industries, importance to small and cottage industries, etc. These are the good initiatives of this policy.